The exhibitors covered a wide range of businesses and support organisations. The hall at the Crowne Plaza Hotel was filled with stands. Some of the exhibitors were also speakers. This noted business coach told his seminar that public speaking was just another form of marketing.
People tend to invest in their technology or their website or their social media expertise, but they fail to realize that they are their number one chief exponent of their company and themselves. Speakers are made, they're not born. Okay, and so when people take the time to invest the money and the time to train themselves to become good communicators, it's almost as if it's magical, because there's so many poor communicators out there. When you train and you're good, you shine through.
At another seminar, delegates learned about how to tackle public procurement, selling to the public sector.
I think the biggest thing that they need to remember, if they remember nothing else, it's to make it all about the customer. So many people end up with a sales document which is all about them and themselves, and they say how good they are, how wonderful they are, and all the great things they can do. But what the customer cares about is their problem, their own staff and their situation. So the tender has to be written about the customer, in the customer's language, and about the customer's problem. It saves it being a generic tender, it becomes into a much more specific one, which is what the client wants. And the client's comfort and the level of risk they feel, the comfort goes up, the risk level goes down, because they know that the supplier understands them, understands their problem, and is actually going to deliver what they've asked for.
A third speaker was intent on introducing a new word to the English language.
I decided to run what we call a netwebinar, which is a combination of networking and seminar, simply because there's been a big upsurge in social media, which has a lot to do with online networking. But I felt that face-to-face networking, which was the theme of the netwebinar, was still very, very important to businesses. I'm finding that businesses still want face time, because I firmly believe that at the end of the day that people do business with people, and meeting them face to face, I think is still held in high regard by businesses today.
The keynote speaker was well known to everyone in the audience. Ruth Badger rose to fame when she won The Apprentice on BBC Television. She's now a motivational speaker and runs her own business consultancy.
I think being in business is scary, especially with the current economy. But the reason that I say it's scary is because people who aren't scared by their own business are complacent. One thing that I will always say is expect the unexpected in business, because it will be happening. So to be aware and, fear for what's going to happen makes you more proactive and makes you more aggressive.
One of the things that you were keen to stress was the importance of controlling what you can, not what you can't.
Well, the thing is, too many people spend too much time and energy worrying about things they've got no control over instead of focusing on what they can control. If you're in a business, you can control your own marketing, your own lead generation, your own sales conversion, cash flow, all of that. When people look outside the box and say, our industry's not doing very well, or this isn't doing very well, you need to actually put all your effort into things you can overcome and not worry about the problems you can't.
You outlined a number of rules for business success. What are they? In
order to survive, the first thing I'd actually say is you've got to set realistic expectations. So have a clear understanding of what you need to spend and what you need to generate in order to make a profit. Focus is a big thing, especially when it comes to figures. The second thing is you've got to be proactive. If you're going to sit at your desk and expect your phone to ring and expect leads to come in, you're nothing but a fool. And that busy fool thing is the key thing. A lot of people will go out there and create demand when they can't fulfill it, or they'll create demand to supply for deals where there's no money in it. And that's not what business is about. If you want to do that, go and run a charity, don't run a business.
After the crowds had left, the organisers gave their verdict on the day.
The B2B Roadshow in Glasgow today has been fantastic. The delegate numbers and the exhibitor numbers are up by almost double from a previous show in Edinburgh. And we look to increase this once again when we go back to Edinburgh at Murrayfield Stadium on the 26th of April next year.
He's determined that the B2B Roadshow should become a permanent feature in Scotland's business diary.